In today's video, why you're always hungry when the diet is over.
All by myself.
Hey guys, what's going on? Happy Labor Day weekend. It's Sunday, and I don't normally tend to do a lot of work on Sundays, but man, I passed out last night at like 8 p.m. and I needed it. I had been running on fumes for a few days and I just let it happen, and so I had to get up on Sunday and do a little bit of work just to stay ahead. But guess what? That means you get a video on Sunday, whether you like it or not. So either way, I wanted to do a video for a DM that I just got. So I'll post the comment here. Basically, person's name is Ariel, and she just said, why is she always hungry? And so I could make a quick discussion on the topic because it's something I'm going through myself right now. It's also something I deal with a lot of my clients who compete, or lifestyle clients who diet down to very low body fat levels. All right, so the reason you're experiencing a lot of this hunger is the change that comes with low body fat. Those adaptations that occur, they're both hormonal and physiological and psychological, okay? Your brain is also trying to tell you to eat more. Now, when we're dieting down and we have a show in mind, it's a lot easier to stay on plan. Why is that? Well, because we have something staring us in the face that's gonna require us to wear a bikini or something very skimpy. And most of us that choose to this competition lifestyle are very competitive in nature. So you can deal with hunger much easier. Your willpower is much higher because you have this deadline, something pressing you in the face, something that's driving you. When that is over, no longer do we have this willpower to resist. Now, when you have another show in front of you, that can make things a little bit easier. But then when there's a big gap between the shows, now you're dealing with two things. The desire to eat and a little bit of freedom, which starts to mess with your brain, and you'll actually say things like, well, I could eat a little bit more now and I'll work it off later, okay? And that's fine. There just needs to be a planned approach. That's something I've been dealing with. I find myself drifting into the pantry and grabbing seconds or thirds of something, even though I know I don't need them, or I know I'm going to be going over my calories for the day. It's kind of that mindless approach to eating, whereas I find when the show is approaching, I literally can shut my brain off. I can push through anything because I know I don't want to get on stage having second guessed anything. But when there's a large gap of time, be it another year, another 2 years, or another couple months between shows, it can become very difficult. Those are hormonal adaptations that tend to only go away when we start to put some body fat back on. I've also seen some really good things when we've been able to add calories post-show, bring cardio down post-show, and stay lean, where because you're eating such a higher volume of food, satiety is higher, and you're able to kind of be hungry, but because of the volume of food you're eating, you can do better. Another great approach for this is a high protein diet, okay? So let's say your diet is around 1 gram of protein per pound. Well, when you come out of the show, if you bump that up a little bit higher, protein adds a lot of volume to your food. It's very difficult to store body fat through high protein consumption. So it's a good way to kind of circumvent this hunger because you can eat a lot more food, have a lot more food volume. It's also a higher thermic effect with protein, a lot of satiety going on there. So sometimes with my competitors post-show, I'll bump up the protein a little bit to help them with hunger. And now for the hunger of my son Sloan, I am going to shut the video off, and hopefully this helped you out. But for now, just try to focus on the show ahead, slowly adding in calories, walking down cardio. It's not going to always be easy. This is a very difficult time. Your body and brain are going to fight you to put on body fat. And really only when the body fat comes back up and the calories come back up are you going to be less hungry. This is why we often say it is not good or healthy to stay in stage condition for a long period of time. All right, guys, this is Paul from ProPhysique.com, and me and Sloan will talk to you tomorrow.